Welcome back, everyone, to Montgomery County's Engage at Home, brought to you by the county's Caregiver Support Program. I'm your host, Lylie Fisher. Today's episode is focused on the county's new interactive webpage called Thrive at Home. The county recognises that there are many folk across the lifespan who are at home and would really enjoy more stimulation, more access to activities, and most importantly, an opportunity to stay engaged. So we have harnessed the greatest minds and brought together Thrive at Home as a one-stop place where you can learn about opportunities for families, caregivers, folk of all ages. So let's take a look. So here we are at Thrive at Home. It's a terrific website and it's easy to find. You go to Montgomery County MD.gov and you could easily just type into the search area, Thrive at Home, or you could follow the link that I include with this episode on Engage at Home. So Thrive at Home, as you can see by these lovely photographs up the top here, it's for all ages and it's particularly for all abilities. And what we've brought together are fun and helpful websites that will ensure that this time of staying home is not one that's going to create a deficit in people's lives. Right at the top here, we talk about the new opportunity in October, which is part of National Active Aging Week. It's going to be starting on October 5th and running through to the 11th. There are a rich array of activities available for older adults. And if you follow this link, you will easily be able to find something that will interest you, whether it's hiking, art, keeping fit, keeping mind, body, and soul engaged. You will find something for sure. So let's have a look at some of the feature programs. It's lovely to see Engage at Home up here. And as you know, that this website through YouTube has been a really great way of connecting with the community. And so far, I think we're up to about 68,000 people have been reached by Engage at Home since late March. So that's really terrific. Montgomery County's Rec Room. I'm not sure how many people know about the Rec Room, so we'll just take a little bit of time to look at it. So the Rec Room has been designed to include both Montgomery County recreation programs and activities that are totally free of charge and available online. Easy to access, you just click on the bottom of that link and here we have the Rec Room. Once again, this is available for all ages and abilities. And as you can see, running across this top bar, it covers from young children through to older adults, everything in between, the teens and the youth and the adults, plus we also include therapeutic recreation. You can easily pivot between each of these tabs to see what interests you, what your age group is, and maybe what is something that you are inspired to participate in. As I mentioned, some of the programs are designed to just be something free that you can pick up and enjoy. Other of the activities are ones that are offered through Department of Recreation. But what I like about the Rec Room is that this is here 24 hours a day. You can take the time to do some cooking, lots of cooking. I don't know about you, but I have been doing a lot of cooking. painting for beginners. If you have time on your hands and you've got a few little materials available, or you could get them brought into the home, this would be a perfect time to do an arts and craft project. Another area that a lot of people have been interested in is music. For many folk, this is a great time. They've got time again on their hands, and they can pick up an instrument that they may have been trying, or I've known people who've even bought in an instrument. Nothing like shopping online to make things happen. So feel free to really enjoy and explore. This is just the adult section, and they keep on going, more and more activities, and the folk at the recreation department are very proud of this, and they should be. It really does provide our community with virtual activities. And coming up, we're going to be also talking about in-person, socially distanced, of course, but there will be in-person activities. Now, Montgomery County Public Libraries, you've probably seen me talk about them in the past. I'm very impressed with a lot of the programming that they have, and the programs that have been really sitting on the Department of Libraries website for some time. So we start at the top, and just to remind you, you can actually pick up hard copy books. You could arrange a friend to pick it up, or you could do it yourself. You do have to arrange it, because the libraries are physically closed for going in. But if you love having that hard copy book to read, it is possible to organise that. Additionally, what I've loved about our libraries is they have had these virtual events happening that are really inspiring, to be able to have it that being at home is not a handicap. I've done another show about all of these digital resources. These are ones that are developed nationally and are totally available for library card holders. And remember, you can get a digital library card, so don't fear if you don't have one at the moment. You can actually go and get one. So here we have these 24-hour e-resources. This is a terrific presentation here that actually describes each of the programs. I've spoken about Artist Works and Creative Bug, beautifully developed, professionally put together programs that are of the highest caliber and really inspiring. Definitely would make anyone want to do something creative. And then some of the most important things. We're going through times when there are folk who may be having challenges with employment, etc. So look over here, right at the top, we have workforce and business development. If things aren't going as well for some folk, this is the time and this is the place where you can actually pick up opportunities to learn new skills, maybe market yourself in a different way, and be prepared. So please take advantage of those. Let's get down to some of the nitty-gritty. I know that there are folk out there who are caring for kids. Some of them are caring for kids and older adults. So here are a whole pile of terrific kids activities, and all of these are online 24 hours a day. You don't have to be signing up for a particular time. These are all available for you. As in this education and online learning. For many folk, they are concerned about their children's education. So here we actually have support for adult learners, but let's be honest, a younger person would also appreciate having some of these resources for both career preparation, academic classes, and keeping their mind stimulated. There are also through Learning Express Library, there are once again a range of really practical classes that are available for all ages. And it says here it offers job search, workplace skills improvement, skill building in reading, writing, math, basic science, career certification, exam prep, college and grad school entrance test prep. That's a really big thing to have available for free for anyone who has a Montgomery County library card. Same with Lynda. Lynda is another one of these free platforms with your library card where you can both learn something. You could learn a practical skill with software development or with technology, or advance your professional skills. Also, you can enjoy yourself with some creative projects. Health and wellness is dear to my heart, and there are two direct links here to both learning and also personal development to actually keep you motivated during these times when maybe it could be a little difficult to keep on track. Now, who doesn't like history and genealogy? I know that I'm a massive fan of it. And we have a collection here of free and online resources that will help keep the budding family trio active and engaged, plus anyone who has a curiosity about how the world works and how maybe the things that are mad now have always been mad. They're just going in a different cycle. Magazines and newspapers. It's very expensive to actually keep up all of our subscriptions with magazines and newspapers. And here we have a collection of free to access with your library card magazines and newspapers. What better time to learn a new language? Whether it's maybe talking to someone who you know that you haven't been in contact with for a while, broadening your own interests and skills, or planning for that overseas trip once all this has calmed down. A couple of language and learning opportunities. We're almost to the end, but I am going to keep going. Movies, lovely to be able to have free movies streaming. Same with music. They've got a huge music collection that can be both specific, classic, American song, classic, contemporary world, jazz, etc. Really great way to chill out and enjoy what's available in the music library of Montgomery County Libraries. So here we are, we're at the end. Just like to remind you that Montgomery County Public Libraries are still having virtual events. Just because you physically can't go into a centre, please don't think that that isn't possible for you to go and enjoy some of these resources. I mentioned the digital library card. If you don't already have a library card, you can just sign up online, and that will give you access to all of these incredible resources. Anyone who has a teen at home is going to appreciate having some more tools to help keep that teen feeling on track and amused. So what better way than to actually help them with their driving tests, get them prepared for college, and also help them with their basic learning. So that is the overview of what is in the library's digital collection. Here in Montgomery County, we also have a rich array of lifelong learning centres. And a couple of months ago, I did a feature of these for the county's Caregiver support blog. Here we are on the blog, and we have 5 lifelong learning centres in Montgomery County: Oasis, Montgomery County College, Live and Learn Bethesda, Senior Planet, and Ollie, that has its main headquarters down in DC, but it does have some satellite classes up here in Montgomery County. Plus, guess what? Digital. All these classes are also available digitally. So you can take the time to enjoy. These are majority fee-for-service, except for Senior Planet. If you haven't had time to look at Senior Planet, they are an amazing organisation. Nationally, they are OATS. And here in Montgomery County, we have fabulous classes. You can look at it by location. Here we are at the top, Montgomery County. All of these classes are for free. They have totally stepped up and made sure that people in Montgomery County are going to keep fully engaged and connected. It isn't just technology. Originally, OATS and Senior Planet operated in Montgomery County's libraries, rec centres, the Gilchrist Immigration Resource Centre. But now what they're doing is they know that people need to keep engaged. They know that people have interests, and they also know that folk have challenges. So I'm just going to scroll down a few of these classes starting, they've already started. They started at the beginning of October. So now we have exercise classes every day, how-tos, how to use YouTube, how to protect your personal information, how to host using Zoom, how to choose a new computer, how to access the internet at home, how to use Google Earth, but also a lot of fun activities like creative creation, stronger bones, morning stretch, chair yoga. It goes on and on. And these are all for free. They all take place over Zoom. If you wish, you can engage with these via telephone only. You can also use Zoom, but keep your camera off if that's something that you'd feel more comfortable. Also, they have a rich array of programs available for our Spanish-speaking community. Here is but a few. So that is Senior Planet. And up the top here, you can see that they have all the different locations. I clicked on Montgomery County, but I'll be honest, what they've been able to do, because the classes are now virtual, you may be in a class with someone who is at any of these other areas in the country, which is very exciting. It's a great way of feeling as if the isolation that you may be feeling right now is starting to lessen. Another thing that with Senior Planet, they actually also have a hotline. So if you have a technical question and you're having a few challenges being able to make your Zoom engagement with Senior Planet the most enjoyable, you actually can call them on their hotline, and it has their time, Eastern EDT time, 9 to 5 p.m. They also have specific numbers here, as you can see, in Montgomery County, if you need help. It may be that you have to leave a phone number, so do expect that you may not necessarily get an instant response, but you will get support, which is terrific. So also here on, we're still on Thrive at Home. Isn't this amazing? All of this has been pulled together to really help our county residents stay comfortable and engaged. So we now get into a whole lot of categories. I'm not going to click on every single one of them because we'd be here all day, but you can see there are a lot of categories where you can actually get support. I'm going to click on this one first, ideas for caregivers and activities to do at home. We've got a couple of programs that are listed here, which you may not have seen elsewhere. Free global sing-alongs. What a great idea. An excellent way to connect with other people from the comfort of your home. Very simple. It actually says that between 1 and 2 Pacific Standard Time, they offer a 1-hour free sing-along Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's done through Zoom and very simple for you to be able to connect with that. So that's an example of something that is put out by the Music Men's Mind. Great resource. Another one which I really like is the Npr Collection. I did a feature of this on Engage at Home, but here we have beautifully organized music that is both happening live, so you can actually see a performer do their magic whilst you're sitting at home in comfort, but also a range of pre-recorded shows. We've got one especially here that was for Hispanic Heritage Month, and that has videos included. Very eclectic array of music, and you know, because it's NPR, you're going to really enjoy immersing yourself in a great curated collection of music. For those of you who haven't seen it, I promote this on the county's blog and also on Engage at Home. We had an interview with the folk of the Just Us program at the National Gallery of Art. They have virtual docent-led groups where you and your loved one experiencing memory loss can participate in a really enriching program that is really, it's mind-blowing. It's best practice, and it's something that nationally is held up as a very good example of how for folk with memory loss and within an arts organisation, these can really work well. So let's have a look at a couple of other things. Travel is something that we're not doing a lot at the moment, but it doesn't mean you can't travel from the comfort of your home. So we've got a collection of museums that have really inspiring virtual platforms. You can also go and visit some classic landmarks, plus some centres like aquariums and farms that will get you out of the here and now. Let's have a look at this Farm Food 360 degrees. Let's take a tour of their dairy cows. Let's have a look at their dairy cows. So here we have that you can actually go and visit the farm. You can actually see what's happening on the farm with the little video here. So you can see, you can look at anything through Thrive at Home. Fabulous locations, beautifully curated activities, and that was all under travel. Online treasures. I've looked at this one before also, that road trip through the Smithsonian. You really can enjoy the idea of being on the road, and particularly for families. It can be a little bit of a hard time for particularly younger folk who aren't having that opportunity to get out when they would like to. So here we have an activity book that would be excellent for families to be able to tour Smithsonian collections and actually be asked questions, to be able to create. Oh, I've got that. Let's have a look. Yes, here we go. I actually have that mouse pad. So one of the things that's really nice about this activity book for families is that it's something where there are things to do. It isn't just something to read. It isn't passive. It's something where particularly parents will be able to help their kids learn a lot more about what's happening at what's happening in their world and learn at the same time. Now, visit Montgomery. I haven't looked at their website for a while, MoCo at Home. This is a perfect time to have a look. Let's see what's happening in the MoCo at Home. I can imagine a lot because every time I visit here, they add new opportunities that really are virtual. And I particularly like this, this history and heritage area. And a lot of people aren't familiar with all of the history of Montgomery County. So this kind of website is a really great way to actually help people understand what's in their past and our past that influences us. Now, this was an event that took place in August. So I'm actually going to have a look to see if they've updated and put a calendar, so it actually makes it easier for us to view events. So let's have a little look. We've got calendars. Oh, here we go. So let's see what is happening, maybe coming up in a couple of weeks, maybe the 17th of October. The famous art house people are having an event. I'm not sure if that's going to be virtual. There actually, a lot of people are planning some events that may actually be in a place. I think these times are slightly off, but here's an interesting one for a lot of folk who I know are homeschool parents. This is happening on actually Saturday, the 3rd of October. So that's coming up really, October the 3rd all the way through to the 27th of November. That's excellent. So this is going to be an activity program where families can register their children. And I'll just read directly what it says here. Our new homeschool program is fully customizable, aimed at homeschool groups, co-ops, and individuals. Create will work with each group to design a customized curriculum based on student age, interests, learning goals, and materials. That's fabulous. So you can see that MoCo has really thought through and is curating an excellent list of activities. So just to remind you, this is what we're looking at this episode, Thrive at Home. It is a special new collection for everyone, young through old. Doesn't matter what someone's capacity is. We have programs available for you, and it's through the Department of Health and Human Services with Montgomery County. I just wanted to finish off looking on this page. Support for caregivers. Obviously, a caregiver needs support, and there's going to be times when it's going to be very challenging. So up the top, we have information about the county's caregiver support program. Very good. Engage at Home, the blog, the website, etc. But then down further, we have Holy Cross Caregiver Resource Centre. They have really adapted very well to going from having 5-6 days a week of caregiver support groups to now having everything via telephone or online. So please take advantage of what they do. You can click where Holy Cross Caregiver Resource Centre is. It'll take you directly to their website, and it lists here all of their support groups. It also has past editions of their newsletter. Amazing organisation, and really one that provides incredible support to family caregivers. Another area with the support for caregivers is, how do you practically actually take care of yourself? Yoga for anxiety, mindfulness, relaxation exercises. Those are terrific ways that you can help yourself and be able to remain a little bit more calm so you can support your loved one. Also on the county's blog and Engage at Home, we've included other activities that are focused on staying calm, keeping relaxed. Before we leave here, I know that there are many folk who are caring for a loved one who has Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is a disease that can be very confusing, and what we have in Montgomery County is an excellent partnership with the Alzheimer's Association, and they provide caregiver support groups really consistently here in Montgomery County through our partnership. Additionally, there are on the Alzheimer's Association website a whole list of other activities that can help you and your loved one stay fit and healthy. I just want to go back to the listing for the Alzheimer's Association because they also provide care consultations. You may be challenged and you may feel as if it's hard for you to keep going during these times. So I want to just focus as we are finishing off on the county's Caregiver webpage. Up the top here, you've got incredible resources, an amazing video that outlines all of the key programs, the county's Aging and Disability Services Resource Unit, our partnership with the Alzheimer's Association, our partnership with the ARC of Montgomery County, and also with their respite care, and also Holy Cross Hospital. One of the things that when you are caring for someone who does have Alzheimer's, it can be very confusing. And here we have the direct number to the Alzheimer's Association. They have qualified professionals manning the phones 24 hours a day. They can take your call and help listen to you, whether it's 3 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon. They will listen to you and provide you with support, plus do that in over 200 different languages. An amazing organization and one that we continue to have a great partnership with. So this is Thrive at Home. I hope you take the time to visit it. As I said at the beginning, montgomerycountymd.gov. There's a lot of other letters after it. You can type Thrive at Home in here, press search, and it'll take you here, or I will include the link in this episode of Engage at Home. Well, this has been a wonderful time to be together. It's always fascinating what new resources are out there. And also just as a reminder, because sometimes people don't get to see every single video that we produce. So it's nice to do a recap. Plus, Thrive at Home is very near and dear to my heart, and I'm so glad to have been part of it and to bring county residents some of the most stimulating activities available to you. So before we go, I want to remind everyone that look after yourself, to eat well, do a little bit of exercise, get some good sleep, and stay calm.